last-chance effort. And Williams punches it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Personal. Rocket substitution.
Here's Nurkic. And a miss there off the inbound. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's King in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Wall. He can't hit that time. And Boston going the other way now. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Jazz was all business. He picked up 38 points and also did a lot of damage from long. He was tenacious, continuing to play exceptional basketball. Guys, we'll see how long he can play at this level.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this game.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Anthony's checked in. Now Tatum. Outside, Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's King. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. He's got 11.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Shot by Nurkic. No good.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Anthony. To the middle. Pass to King. Down low. 55 seconds left in the second period. And he makes it on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Houston has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. And Wall really helps you across the board.
He fills up the stat sheet at both ends, but he also has that presence, that it factor. Whether winning or losing, his confidence never wanes.
You know, going back to John Wall's college career when he was at Kentucky, he may have only played 1 season, but he racked up some pretty nice awards. All-American, Conference Player of the Year, just to name a couple. And I tell you, he packed a lot into just 1 season.
Tatum from long range knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 5 now.
Tatum aggressively looking for his shot now, preparing before the pass around.
Here's Wall. Boston with a rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to King. Takes the 3. Tate grabs the board.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Outside Wall. Robinson with it. For 3. Tie game in Boston. And time now for the halftime break. We've got second half action. One could go down to the last possession. Well, the Celtics shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. Jayshawn Tate out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's John Wall. And it's Christopher in at the 2.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Wall. Boy, we've got an incredible amount of young talent in the league right now, Todd. Some who could go down as all-time greats when it's all said and done.
I can't disagree with that, B.A. Clearly outstanding talent, but this is cyclical. We've had periods like this before where there have been great young talents that have come into the league and taken it by storm. You talk about Antetokounmpo and Doncic, Zion Williamson, and there are tons of others, Devin Booker and the like. A lot of guys seem destined for Springfield, even in their early 20s, if they maintain their level of play for the next several years.
Wall with it. Nurkic picks him up. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
Now Anthony. Here's King. Hits the trifecta. 19 points in the game.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
Outside Wall. Pass to Christopher. Inside. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 10 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Rockets trail.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Rockets.
Five ticks left in the third quarter. So they take the lead. He's got 10.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. It's the Celtics up by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
John Wall.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Carmelo Anthony. And it's King in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Outside Tate. Shoots from 12. And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist from Tate. Wall's gotten 4 this quarter.
He have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Off the inbound. Wall with a defensive effort.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Wall. Here's Şengün, pounded by Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wall. Again. Houston.
Wall.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. All right, the Rockets making a switch here.
Josh Christopher.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
It's Tate on the wing. Pass to Robinson. Clock at 6. Here's Christopher. He's guarded by Anthony. Christopher misses.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's King. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Give him 23.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Ball with it. Nurkic picks him up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Puts up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight. And all the steals we've seen, a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
King gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Pass to Christopher. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Launches a 3. King gets the bucket. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Timeout call. Houston.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit. Change it up somewhat.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, John Wall.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Did you see that? Wow, John Wall still has major bounce after being in the league over 10 years.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. Yeah, big finish by Robinson.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
That's been the difference tonight. They've been insanely disruptive on the glass.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
At the line for 2.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 9-point game here. Here's Christopher. 11 feet out. Rebounded by Nurkic.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
King gets the bucket.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Celtics.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
Just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in the season series, even a short one.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
Armstrong, no good. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Rockets with possession. They trail by 11. Here's Christopher. Off target from outside. Here's King. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Wall. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Here we go! OKC!
The kids love it. You know, they come early. You know, as soon as doors open, they rush in. I don't think I really connected to how much I meant to them until one of them asked me for my autograph. So that's when it really hit home that it means something, you know, to these kids.
Out of bounds. Whose ball is it? Thunderball!
The blue line making its way out of the station. Our setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, one of the great stories is...
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. So the New York starting five. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Then it's Bamba, and it's Rose. And for Boston, outside the... Brown and Tatum. Anthony out there with Williams. And it's King at the point guard position. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. King's shot is off. Anthony against Randall. He kicks it to Bamba. Up top, Barrett. Outside, Rose. Here's Randall. That shot off the mark. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And here's Rose, following the three from King. Rose with the ball. Williams picks him up. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Well, you see the fluidity in the screen and roll game. Mo Bamba, decisive in his movements, is what allows him to convert.
And they pick up two.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Down low, here's Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
King, that's good.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Now here's Rose. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. It's good.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
On the wing, Brown. Back to King. Williams trying to break free. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 balls. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Rose. Anthony with the block.
Melo just reading the play the right way, putting the extra effort to come up with such a nice block. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Randle outside. To the paint. Here's Bamba. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Bamba's got his second bucket.
Well, don't let that lean frame fool you. Mo Bamba able to muscle through contact. Nice.
King against Rose. Williams trying to break free. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Rose.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Neesmith comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Brown. Now here's Walker. 9 points last game out. Reddish the pass to Toppin. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Walker the pass to Toppin. .105 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Reddish with the ball. Working on Williams. A shot by Reddish. No good. Boston leading by 5. Here's King. Second change shot. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Randle is doubled. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Walker. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about the range from Kemba Walker? Boy, he's put in a lot of work to get better.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Williams passes to King. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. King's got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Pass to Reddish. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from King. Here's Neesmith. An easy 2 points on the way.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, a big part of what Kemba Walker does that makes him dangerous, scoring off the move. How about that body control guy?
And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And the former league MVP, Derrick Rose, now the sage veteran, helping set the tone for...
We know what we have to do, and we know when we get out there that it's one goal, and that's to go out there and win the game by any means. We know that we play well together. We just got to come out aggressive.
And Rose, great, so respected around the NBA.
A great teammate.
Out on the floor for the Celtics. And a new group in for the Knicks. On the court for the Knicks. Toppin is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Derrick Rose. And there's Mohamed Bamba. King, that's good.
unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just standing the plane.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Rockets was terrific. He scored 40 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Brown the pass to King. Takes the three. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Knicks trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. 8 points for him.
Mo Bamba showing you the ability to pass the basketball. Pretty look.
Back to King. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. From downtown, and again, New York with the triple.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Anthony, and it's King at the one spot. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character that they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Outside Anthony, wing shot on the way. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Knicks trail by 15. Over to the left wing. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And some changes here for the Celtics. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Anthony. Neesmith comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Jaylen Brown. And Walker kicks to Reddish. Nurkic against Randall. They need this. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Here's Reddish. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Randall with the ball. Williams picks him up. And the Knicks miss again. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Hakeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
To the inside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Fires the three. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
I think creativity was gifted in Walker's DNA, one of the more capable finishers in the league, especially at his size.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And he gets the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
King's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Walker the pass to Bamba. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
Down low, here's King, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
So both teams making some changes here.
Knicks substitution.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Uses the glass to finish the layup. King's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
On the court for the Knicks. They've got Bill. He's out there with Randall. Rose is out there with Hamidou Diallo.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Bamba is checked in for the Knicks. Here's Randall. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Goes back up, and it's in there.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish through contact.
Here's Rose. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pulls it up. Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Rose gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics leading by 21. Here's King. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the middle. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
King, the pass to Trice. A three ball. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from King.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For the chosen one.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Knicks. Great D that time from Tatum. King, the pass to Williams. King outside. A three-pointer, no good. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Well, I really love watching these young kids play, and these kids play hard. I see constant ball movement, constant hustle. It renews my joy of the game. And yes, we're young, and yes, we make some mistakes, but we're in most of our games. We've beaten some really good teams, and the future is very bright for this team.
That's the game, folks, and your Thunder win.
The scene is being set in Memphis, Tennessee at the FedEx Forum. The Celtics taking on the Grizzlies. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joining Steve Smith, looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Carmelo Anthony. And it's King in the point guard. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bane is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Brooks in at the 3. This is the right era for Jaren Jackson Jr., Candace. Teams are searching for big men who do what he does.
Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a force. I mean, he can shoot, he can pass, he can stretch the defense, he can put it on the floor. I think the biggest thing with him is health. He's got to get in that weight room. He's got to get his body right.
And MP just recently received a big first-time honor, being named the NBA's Player of the Month.
I think a lot of people saw this one coming. And now that he's had his first taste, I bet MP is already thinking about earning his next Player of the Month award, too.
Three-pointer. King gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Jones with the ball. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. The floater. Here's Adams. And he lays it up and in.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Right wing. Pass to King from deep three-point range. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
And yep, it's good. Well, Candace, there are streaky shooters in this league. And then there's Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks is one of those guys that is not scared of the moment. I think he is a perfect backcourt teammate for Ja Morant. They make it very interesting for teams to play against Memphis.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Bane, defended by Brown. Back to Jones. The three ball. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Adams against Nurkic. Anthony outside. Pass to King. Fires the three. The shot no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And he drives in. Count that one. He's got 7. Well, Candace, you've won WNBA titles, college titles, gold medals. I could go on and on. Is there a championship that you cherish the most?
The WNBA championship for me is the best of the best. I think that was the championship that took the longest to get, and that was the hardest. And, you know, I think because of that, I appreciate it that much more.
Back to Jones. Nurkic with some nice D.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Bane. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Right side Jones. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Jones has got 10 points.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
King gets the bucket.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Timeout called. Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Outside, Anderson. To the inside, Terry. And he buries his first look.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here he goes. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
Drives to the hoop. And it's King missing.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Williams passes to Clark. That one drops for him.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to White. Outside Tatum. Here's King. 27 points his last game. Drops in the three.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Terry. And he converts the layup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the left wing. Pass to King. Outside White. This one for three. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. And the 4th pick in 2018, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning. When did broadcasting come into the picture, Candace?
Yeah, I grew up with 2 older brothers, and all we did was debate on our couch watching basketball. So honestly, I'd like to say I've been broadcasting since I can remember, but to have an opportunity to broadcast along some of the icons in the game, players that I grew up with, and like you yourself, just listening to all the time, it's a huge opportunity. I definitely don't take it for granted.
And as your brothers would add, Candace loves to talk.
They told you to say that, huh? They put you up to that.
On the floor for Boston. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Anthony is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. And it's King in at the point.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 27 points and was on point from deep. He was hot once again. We'll see if the defense tonight can do anything to slow him down. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
And I want to thank our special guest. Candace, your insights are always illuminating. Great to have you on the program.
Illuminating. It's great to be here. Thanks, B.A.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. From deep. Kept alive by Boston. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got his first 2 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jones with the ball, and Anthony picks him up defensively. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Inside, Steven Adams is always ready for battle. Getting the shot off despite the foul.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Boston shooting it at 52%. Here's King. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the Celtics. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Here's Terry. Anthony grabs the board. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Here's Terry. Last game for him, he had 14. Pass to Jackson. 1 second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out. Sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And a lot made nowadays about wingspan, Smitty. Now, be honest. You're listed at 6'7". Is your wingspan more pterodactyl or T-Rex?
PA, I love that. First of all, I'm 6'8", and my wingspan is more like just Smitty.
Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Tyus Jones is out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Back to Brown. Here's King. It's good. He's got 25.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Jones. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's King. They get it back. Nurkic. Pass to King. Soft touch off the glass.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Bain. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to King. Takes a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And the Celtics call time here. So it's both teams making. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Celtics?
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
It also seems like they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially offensively.
Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Anderson passes to Clark. Here's Terry. Williams defending. It's deflected. And he recovers it. And he gets that one.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Down low. Here's King. And no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Inside. Here's King. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. He has 29 now.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
It's tipped.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. It's the Celtics up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Memphis trailing here. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Anthony. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's King in at the point guard position.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
On the wing, Bain. Defended by Brown. And here's Brooks. To tie it up. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The Celtics shooting around 50% of the game so far. A nice shot by Brown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Over to the left wing. Here's Terry, defended by Nurkic. Back to Brooks. And it's flushed down. Nice again.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Pass to Nurkic. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And it's King missing. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. To the paint. To take the lead. Deflected. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that were the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Jones in for Terry. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Back to Adams. Lays it up and banks it in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Anthony, left side, down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum. That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
And it's King missing. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Jones. Anthony grabs the board. Boston has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's King. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Boston with a rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now. Beyond the arc. And it's King missing.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Pass to Jones.
Celtics foul. That's his 5th personal foul. For a team foul.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. He takes it in. Oh, he gets it to go. 7-13 now.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Yep, count it. 37 points for him.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Now here's Jackson. Driving inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Over to the wing. Pass to King. The 3. Hits the 3-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Jackson down low. Discarded by Anthony. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4. Here's King. Cranked it in off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Timeout call. Memphis. They trail by 6. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to King. And it's in.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Timeout call. Memphis. They're down by 5. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Jackson outside. Shoots. Rebounded by Nurkic. Here's King. And again, Boston with the triple.
Look at how Tatum surveys the whole floor. That's how he spots the wide open man.
Brooks from outside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Here's King. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Boston with the W. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.
Hey, everyone.
Wow, man, player of the month. Well deserved, MP. How does it feel?
Man, it feels great to put on the show for the fans. Give them something to be proud of, something to tweet about. Man, life already hard, so anything I can do to brighten someone's day, I'm all for it.
Have you been hearing from friends and family, maybe other people coming out of the woodwork after news broke that you won the award?
Oh, yeah. I've been getting calls, texts, some DMs.
Oh, man, I am not touching that one.
Hey, look, everyone's real happy for me, and that's what it's all about. Look, I love my people. I love my fans, and so it's all love. It's great. All right, no more questions? Thank you.